Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Naima. Good morning, Sean. Curtis Whisper. Sean Kendrick, Little Rock, and Q4. It sounds like a mouse is tap dancing on the keyboard. Okay, so you caught me when I was typing away. Oh, I need to clean my glasses. Hold on a second. Oh, and I want to make me some tea so bad, but I'm going to wait. Give me just a second, everybody. Because, honey, I need to be able to see, and these smudge prints is not going to do it. Oh, yes, that's so much better. Okay, so let me turn this down. Greetings, everybody. This is your girl, Rain Woman. And I want to welcome all of my new supporters and welcome back all of my returning supporters. Thank you so much. So, if any of you are not familiar with Nicole Michelle, she is a content creator and a femininity influencer on YouTube, and she has a movement and a business outside of YouTube. YouTube is a part of her business and a way for her to share what she's doing, right? So before I came on board, listening to the music makes me want to go out and spend too much money on a stereo. So So before I came on live to discuss this secure the bag, I actually wanted to take a little bit of time to look into some other ways that it's being used and where it comes from. I know a little bit, but I wanted to look into it a little bit more. However, I lost interest in it very fast because it did not appeal to me. So, good morning, Monica Mom. So, I just stopped, where I was. So, secure the bag has different connotations, right? And it mainly means getting the money or getting the position of money, right? Taking in urban slang, in the urban world, it is taking advantage of a situation or a position in order to advance and or get the money. So, Nicole Michelle, and let me be very clear right at this point here that I support Nicole Michelle's movement. It is Inner Beauty Movement, and her channel is Inner Beauty Movement TV by Nicole Michelle. I support Nicole Michelle and her movement 100%. Okay, 100%. And let me note, as I often say, I do not agree 100% with anyone on this earth about anything. However, that does not negate me supporting someone and believing in someone as like I'm saying, as I do with Nicole Michelle. And ironically, literally, last week I hit Nicole Michelle on Facebook and I left her a message letting her know that I was going to promote her message, her and her channel this week on my channel. And I wanted her to know that I was going to also talk about securing her message about securing the bag and how I don't align fully with the delivery only because of it, the message being misconstrued. Let me repeat that. It's not that I do not align with her message or align with her because I am in full alignment with Nicole Michelle. Her movement, her program, her business, and what she is doing. Understanding how the message can be misconstrued is something that I already wanted to address. So literally yesterday, I saw that she was addressing someone and others, several people that had opposing arguments for her message and were coming for her, right? And coming for her. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Complex Design. Good morning. And so I'm like, hey, what an irony. What about the timing? What timing, right? So Nicole Michelle teaches and coaches all women of all ages, but mainly her main focus is younger women and younger women that are fertile. And her secure the bag slogan was a way to get these younger females to be able to relate to her and come over and be able to listen to her because she was uses that as a connector, as like a bait and connection slogan. Now I don't know why it is hard for other people to understand that, especially people that claim to be thinking black men and thinking black women. I don't understand why it is hard for others to get that message and make that connection. So hopefully I can make it clearer for my audience here. And I will be dropping links to her information. If not in the chat room, I'll be dropping links in the comment section or the description after the stream. So, once again, because younger generations, the millennials are able, good morning JT, yes Monica Mo, marketing approach to reach another group. Exactly. Because millennials connect more with the phrase secure the bag, secure the bag, secure the bag. Good morning, Sheila E. She used that slogan, she made that her slogan to connect with them, to draw them in so that she could begin to mentor and coach them through her YouTube channel and hopefully and possibly into her training programs. She has programs for various ages of women, but her primary focus is for the younger women because she is, number one, she is trying to get them to understand the value of their femininity, their feminine energy, and how to properly use it, how to appropriately use it to get married, to develop healthy relationships, and to break them up from the usage and the over usage of masculine energy, especially in culture where they are literally being forced to look and appear, especially black women, especially black females, to look and appear more and act more masculine, and to coach them and teach them more about submissiveness, health, being with choices. I mean, this is all a part of her movement. How to not just be girly, but how to also be feminine. Because being girly does not equate to being feminine. One is a look and an appearance. The other is your total energy and activity, a way of being. We're talking about Nicole Michelle, not just being real well. And of course, leave it to Q497 to come in with the jokes. Now, Nicole Michelle, like many of us, lets a lot of things slide before she responds to something, before she reacts or addresses her opposers or those that are attack her or her channel. She lets a lot slide. But it's only so much that anybody can take before you're pushed to respond. And quite honestly, I'm going to address this from many angles and perspectives. Quite honestly, as a business and as a business owner and as a brand, as well as an influencer and a content creator, she has every right and every reason to respond to anyone that she wants to address as soon as possible when it comes to her message being affected. See, it's different being a content creator and being a business person. Having your Cash App hit, having your PayPal hit, having your Super Chat hit while you're doing a stream, much different than being a business owner and building a brand and being a brand. It's apples and oranges. They do not compare in the same category completely. Nicole Michelle, once again, is not just a content creator. She's not someone who has a channel or social media and she just uses to just share her opinion and to just talk. She is a business. She has a brand. Her message is connected to her brand. Her content is connected to her message, which is connected to her brand. Her brand, her message, her content is all connected, interwoven with her business. Even if you are a content creator and you sell products, even if you are a content creator and you sell products and you earn a good living with your selling your products, if your products and your sales are not structured in the form of a business, if it does not have a business, a legal business model structure attached to it, it is not the same thing. Being a salesperson selling items is not equivalent to having a business. Welcome, Joe. Good morning. Thank you, JT. If I started selling hamburgers out of my house, just because I can make a pretty good burger. Good morning, DOD. I see you, CG. If I started selling hamburgers out of my house because I make a pretty good burger, all it would mean is that I am a woman selling hamburgers out of my house. People could say anything they wanted to about my hamburgers. They could say anything they wanted to about my house. They could say, oh, my kitchen is dirty. Don't go eat over there. They can say, she doesn't keep her yard clean. You know, they can say whatever. They can say she don't wash her hands before she makes her burgers. Like they could say whatever, right? And while I could, and while I would, and while I could address people talking about my being dirty, about me not washing my hands, or about my burger not being the best burger, it would not be the same as someone saying they got sick by McDonald's, by eating a burger at McDonald's. Why? What would be the difference? The difference is McDonald's is a brand. McDonald's is a business. And my hamburger might be okay. My hamburgers might be better than McDonald's. Hamburgers are not part of a brand. Those golden arches represent a brand. When you see those you can see those golden arches for like 4 or 5 miles away. Especially, right? Take a road trip. You can see those men, you can see those golden arches about 4 miles away. You don't have to read the sign. You know those golden arches represent McDonald's. That is the same thing with people addressing and wanting to misconstrue Nicole Michelle's message, misrepresent her message, and someone else just, okay, let's even take me, and someone like myself just talking, just sharing ideas. There is the difference. Now, while she has a right to defend herself and to address people that come for her or oppose her, good morning, Mahogany, good to see you. Just even on a personal level, right? Because people, here's my thing, man, I do not understand people. No, you know what? Yes, I do. I take that back. I retract that statement. Yes, I do. What it is here is that people like to throw rocks on YouTube and hide their hands. People like to poke the bear. Poke, 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 poke. And in all they want you to the higher ground. And all their poking, they want you, especially if they know that you're not one that really feeds into drama, you're not trying to feed into drama, you kind of just mouth out the way, right? Or if you profess any type of faith, or if you profess any type of like you profess, people assume it, like they take your profession to use you as a rug. And there is no faith, zero faith. There is zero religion, zero faith that tells people to allow themselves to be stomped on and trashed on. Zero. Furthermore, every human being, has their limit. Everybody has their limit. You don't know what somebody's limit is while you're poking, while you're throwing rocks and hiding your hands, while you're using somebody else as your mouthpiece and you hide in the shadows. You don't know who and where somebody who has reached their limit, and you don't know where their limit is. You can only back a cat into a corner for so long, and that cat, you keep backing a cat into a corner, you keep backing an animal into a corner, and that animal is going to come out fighting. It could be the most scariest animal, but that animal is going to come out that corner fighting because you done backed it up. You done backed it up against the wall. You done backed it up into that crevice. Human beings, y'all, we are no different. So you keep poking at people. People keep poking at others. And then when the bear comes to bite, I'm one of those bears. You poke at me, you keep poking at me. You're not going to bear rug out of me. You keep poking at me, this bear comes to eat. I want your flesh off the meat. I'm that kind of bear. I'm the koala bear. I'm a grizzly. You keep poking at me, I'm coming to get your flesh off the bones. I want your flesh off the bones. Keep poking if you want to. Patience is a virtue. Patience also has its growth. Hello? So she felt poked at one too many times yesterday, and yesterday was one of her times to address her issue. And shout out to Tony Maceo of Power and Strategy channel, and behind the man cave. I believe I got that right. Behind for the view behind the man cave for supporting and see Boogie. Shout out to them for standing up and for supporting Nicole Michelle 100% yesterday. Shout out to Tony Maceo for supporting Nicole Michelle on a constant and for having her back and for encouraging others to go check out her channel and to join her program if need be. Because while others are giving up, good morning, Avery, while others are giving up and just wanna trash on Black women all day long, all day. I mean, 24 hours, 7 days. Some of these people don't even sleep. Some of these people go from channel to channel to channel to channel just to trash on the Black woman. Some people go from channel to channel to channel to trash on women, period. They're under the misconception, the misperception that only men are allowed to make mistakes in life. They're under the misperception that only men can grow. They're under the perception that only their voice matters. So shout out to the men and shout out to the thinking Black men who support the growth of women, who support the growth of Black women, while not emasculating themselves. Shout out to those men who know how to stand up in their masculinity while supporting coaching and the growth of femininity. Shout out to those men. Thank you. Good morning, Ciova. Welcome. So securing the bag is a way also of counteracting single motherhood. Younger women especially undervaluing themselves by giving themselves over and over to be used and abused, put aside, having their sexuality used against them, and having children without being married. She's not saying that the men are not valued. She's saying the whole man. Secure the bag by securing the man. Secure the bag by securing your protection through the man. Secure the bag by submitting and by learning how to, if you don't know, by learning how to submit to the man. That is what securing the bag is. And for all of you Black men, especially you supposedly thinking Black men that want to oppose her and at the same time oppose single motherhood, only when it comes to Black women, because you don't have the same sentiment, you don't have the same vitriol for non-Black women. You have what I would call intentional ignorance and selective understanding. Let me lower the music because I really want you to hear this part. Turn this down a little bit lower. Okay. When it comes to black women, and when it comes to the black community, so to speak, as a whole, you have an intentional ignorance and selective understanding so that you can cape for the non-blacks or the biracial. And shout out to y'all ain't going like this. And shout out to Taz the GOAT exclusives. For the content that he has been creating, especially as of late, addressing some of these same things. And hello, and not quote unquote spazzing out, not quote unquote attacking people. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. Is this mic on? So you guys will complain about single motherhood. And Nicole Michelle's message, Nicole Michelle's brand, is one of the solutions. Actually, it hits several. So it solves several problems. It is a solution to several of the complaints. Several of the complaints. But if we can get our younger ladies to value themselves, admonish and understand their feminine energy, shift and change the image that's being put in front of them, give them something else to grab a hold of and make a part of them. Because see, they're being programmed just like you are. They're being programmed by everything else around them as well. You have got to counter the conditioning. You've got to counteract the conditioning. You've got to counteract the programming. Being a better version of yourself is work. It is daily work. It takes daily and intentional work to progress spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, in every and any area of your life. It takes being intentional, not happenstance. When you're just happenstance, you're just letting things come as they come and go as they go. That's how you become a casualty of life. You just let life happen to you. Some people don't, some people, men and women, but right now I'm talking about women. Some women don't have good role models in their lives. Some of their mothers didn't have it either. But instead of trashing on them and spitting on them and dragging them down the street of shame, again, in a manner that is not given by thinking by black men to non-black women. Because see, the non-black men have their way of addressing their women. They have their way of addressing their women and still not quote unquote leaving her out in the street for everybody to doodle on. So instead of us just throwing them away, instead of us just saying it's just no point, we at least are trying to give people a fighting chance. Now you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. But for those that are going to drink, you teach them, you show them, you lead them the way. That's who you concern yourself with. Good morning and welcome, Chef Disaster. Good to see you. Good morning, Flybirdie. Good to see you. It's not rocket science, but maybe it needs to be rocket science for some of you because that's what you understand. But it's not rocket science. And even adults still can use some molding and some enhancing. Once again, it's not over for you until the blood stops running warm in your veins. Y'all, let me take it back to the church. Let me take it back to the church. Let's have church, y'all. Y'all ready to have some church? Until the blood stops running warm in your veins, you have another chance. Until the blood stops running warm in your veins, it's not over. Other people may give up on you. Other people might give up on others. But I'm here to encourage you, don't you give up on yourself. God will never give up on you. You have to just choose, like you just have to like just totally choose to not choose him. Do you understand the words that's coming from my mouth about choices? It's about who and what you choose all day, every day. It all boils down to choices. So you have to choose to be in opposition of God in order for God to be in opposition of you. You have to choose to not work on yourself. You have to choose to not be better, to not do better. You have to choose to not grow in order to be stagnant. See, even complacency is a choice. Even progression is a choice. Everything is about choice. And the choices you make today will have an impact on who you are and what happens for you tomorrow. Good morning and good to see you, Nadia Gray. The choices that you have made over the years in your past have had an impact on who you are right now, this moment, right now. But every single person, it doesn't matter their past experience, it doesn't matter their background, it doesn't matter their environment growing up, it doesn't even matter their current environment now. It doesn't matter who is opposing you. It doesn't matter the obstacles that are in the way. None of that matters more than your choice. So Nicole Michelle made a choice to make a difference in the lives of other women to build them up, to give them a shooting chance of a better future, and even to learn from her mistakes. So let me go ahead and address this point. Because people like to also come for her and say, well, how can she give people marriage advice? Yes, I'm using my sarcastic mockery voice. How can she give people advice about securing the bag and getting married when she is a divorced woman? She is a divorced woman. She can't even keep the bag. She had an interview among many. She had an interview with Gab, who now goes Gab Talk Media. He now goes by something else. Real conversations with Gab, something to that extent. But Gab Talk, right? She had an interview with Gab Talk Media last year, and she addressed that question. Let me get this pen out of my hair so I can stretch my scalp. Oh, that feels so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, mercy goodness. Thank you. Okay. That was a sidebar. I had no time to mute the mic. I needed to do an immediate stretch into my updo. So, because she did manage with being a feminine woman and being a submissive woman, she did manage to get to the altar. And she did manage to stay married and have children for some years prior to her becoming a divorcee. And she knows exactly. I had a moment. And she was able to identify what mistakes she did make and take responsibility for those mistakes, and chose to use her mistakes also as a teaching factor, once again, to help others not make the same mistake. You know, you can learn something from anybody and everybody. Do you think a person has to have been an alcoholic to warn people about the damages that alcoholism can have on your blood and on your liver? No, you don't. You don't. I have never been a drug addict, but I can tell people that being a drug addict will not work in their best interest. So let me tell you, for those of you that have, wondered about drug addiction and the effect of it, being a drug addict will not work for you, okay? It's not only is it not a good look, but it will not work in your favor regarding your health and your state of mind. Okay, it's not gonna work in your favor. Don't do drugs. Just say no. I am not an alcoholic. I've never been an alcoholic, but let me warn you that the overconsumption of alcohol can have many effects on your body, your liver, take a toll on your health, your state of mind, and should be consumed responsibly. See? So you can learn. Women can learn from each other. Human beings can learn from other human beings. We can learn from nature. We can learn from animals. Like our possibility and our ability to learn as human beings, as mankind, is unlimited. So once again, Nicole Michelle, I support Nicole Michelle as a woman. I support Nicole Michelle as another Black woman. I support Nicole Michelle's movement, her business, and her brand. Thank you all for listening, for tuning in. I'm going to go through the chat room. Oh, and I support the message. Young ladies, and even mature ladies, secure the bag. Secure the bag. Secure your protection. And how are you going to do it? You're going to do it by being who you need to be constantly in your feminine energy, who you need to be, who you are designed to be, and who you are supposed to be. And securing the bag is securing the man and everything that comes with him. Securing the man, valuing the man. We're not placing more value on the money or what he can do for us. The value is in the man providing the bag. And we want to secure the bag before we have children. And for those who already have children and you still want to get married, we're not going to say that that option is out for you. You have a different challenge, you have different obstacles, but it doesn't mean that it is impossible. And I would definitely encourage you, as well as others, if you feel like you need help in understanding your feminine energy and getting in touch with your femininity and identifying where you need assistance with submitting, I would encourage you to look into Nicole Michelle's Inner Beauty Movement. Look her up on YouTube. I'll drop the links in the comment section or in the description box when this stream is over. But look into that, follow her, and be willing to be vulnerable and be willing to grow. Be willing to accept constructive criticism, because you will be critiqued. You have to be critiqued. Growth does not come without coming under criticism. But there is destructive criticism, which is meant to tear you down and leave you broken. And then there's constructive criticism, which is meant to help you grow and build you up. Nicole Michelle comes with constructive criticism. Good morning and good to see you. A sense of I'm going to go through the chat room and then I'm going to end this stream, and I want to thank all of you. And again, shout out to Tony Maceo, C Boogie Productions, from behind the man cave, for their support and surrounding Nicole Michelle. Thank you. So we have a sense of awe. Randy the woman, and everyone have a wonderful, blessed day. You too, Sheila E. Speak it, sis. Okay, now that I'ma speak it. We have people that were responding to the comments and to each other. Okay, so Sheila E said true. Thank you all for sharing and thank you all for hitting the like button. I really appreciate you. Joe W said, let's see. It's like some people on YouTube get off on disrespecting our sisters while praising women of other races. Facts. Donna just be real said, Joe W, that's sick to do. I'm noticing it's a lot of mental illnesses on YouTube. There is. I would never make a video talking bad about another YouTuber. Shaking my head. It's a lot going on over here. Donna just being real said also, I don't understand tubers. If you don't like another content creator commentary, just don't watch it. No one is forcing you. Instead, they make videos bashing that person that's bullying and mentally unstable to do. Joe W says, for some, it is a full-time job trashing our sisters. Mahogany Roots and MJ said, all day, all night, in the midnight hour, honey, attacking the BW. Aaron came through. I never tell women that I'm broke. I like to get the poozy first and tell her to take me as I am. Aaron, okay, y'all, so that comment by Aaron. Aaron is one of my sarcastic commenters. He's one of my jokers. He says some things that's serious, but he also comes through joking with his little wisecracks. And I appreciate even Aaron when he comes through once in a while. It's not like he's trolling, but he's being Aaron. So let me see. Okay, and Q4 came through with another one of his funnies. But Rain Woman, when you have your own butler, own organic tea garden, and a home that's the size of a mall, you have more bags than Bank of America. Oh, speak it, Q4. And that is all besides the good morning greetings. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so Monica Mo said, taking care of your finances, securing the bag. That's how I use the term and what it means to me. Thank you, Monica Mo, and I can appreciate that. And that is from Monica Mo Justice. I usually cut her name short, but it is Monica Mo Justice. Now, Emma Buckner also supports Nicole Michelle. She said, shout out to Nicole. And she did the emojis with the praising hands. And I had the privilege, of meeting Naima Buckner face to face. So shout out again to Naima Buckner for allowing me to meet her face to face when I was in Philly. Yes, auntie. Real people. Let's see. Q4 saying we don't need a little justice, we need more justice. Q4 again, you know you don't really make your own tea. All you do is ring that little bell and brings you your tea. Oh my goodness. So I've gone through the chat once again. Thank you, sense of I like your content too. And let's see here. Have a peaceful day. Mahogany said, I'm off. Just my normal maid duties. Girl, yes, I got to get over here with my duties too. Never complain about having a home to be a maid to, sis. That's right. That is right. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful, blessed day. Let me say this. You haven't heard me say this in a while, but you are beautiful. You are handsome. You are more than enough to accomplish your mission and your purpose in life. Own your own kind of beautiful. Own your own kind of handsomeness. Own it and you make it work for you, baby. And I'm out. Peace.